Today we are going to learn summary measures of statistics. One of the summary measures is central tendency, which is also called measures of location or average. So what is measure of central tendency? Measure of central tendency represents the center point of the data. The central tendency tries to locate the center value where the most of the data are clustered around. So this is also known as measure of location because it's try to locate the center value, center point where the most of the data are clustered around. Measures of central tendency are the most common used summary statistics. There are many types of measure of central tendency, but the most important types are mean, median, mode. We will emphasize on these three measures. We already learned quartiles. Quartile also one time of summary measures in statistics. Let us learn first of all simple arithmetic mean from the ungrouped data. Suppose there are ungrouped data x1, x2, x3 up to the n. The n number of ungrouped data. How can we find the mean? The mean x bar, mean denoted by x bar. You can get is sum of all the value x1 plus x2, x3 up to the xn, that is summation of x. In statistics, sum of all the data we denoted by summation, this sigma, big sigma x, and n is the number of data. So this is the formula to get arithmetic mean or simply mean for ungrouped data. So let us do a practical example. These are the heights of 6 students, 163 centimeter, 173, 168, 156, again 162 and 165 centimeter. What will be the mean or average height of this 6 students? As according to formula, we have to sum up all the value 163 plus 173 plus 168 plus up to 165 and divided by n mean how many students we have? 6 students. If you divide, sum up, you will get 987 and divided by 6 you will get 164.5 centimeter. What is the interpretation for the mean? Very simple. Thus you have to say the mean or average height of the students, or you can say 6 students is 164.5 centimeter. So this is the formula or the way to calculate the mean or average for the ungrouped data. Just add up divided by number of data, and common is simple, the mean or average of the data. Now let us see the group data. Group data mean they will be tabulated from and they should have some number with frequency. This is called group data. So this is the formula for the group data. For group data, it is also denoted by x bar. And see here, this is the formula. It will be more easier when you will do the practical example. That is sum of all the data multiplied by f and divided by total number of data. So let us see a practical example. It will be more clear. So this is the survival time of 80 cancer patients. From 80 to 100, how many patients? 8 patients. From 100 to 120, 22 patients. So this is the data of cancer patients. They survive after detecting cancer in number of days. From here, how can we find the arithmetic mean or simply mean? So this is the group data. So let us see the solution. So I break out the solution. So frequency is denoted by f. Frequency denoted by f, And first of all, you have to find the class midpoint or mid value. See, this is the class, this is survival time in the, because 80 to 100, 100 to 120, these are in the interval range. This is the in the class. If it's a normally, there is no class, no need to find the midpoints. So here we have to find the midpoints or mid value. So this is the formula. Lower limit is 80, upper limit is 100, and divided by 2. So if you divide lower limit 80, upper limit 100, divided by 2, you will get it 90. And second all same, lower limit is 100, upper limit is 120, divided by 2, you will get it 110, and so on. You have to find the midpoint or mid values for all the class interval we have. And then you have to multiply the frequency as I denoted by F, and the midpoint we already denoted by X. F multiply X, this is the column. So our F is, it will be 8. So 8 multiply 90, you will get it 720. The second one is frequency is F, 22. Multiply by midpoint 110, you will get it. Third one 26, multiply by the midpoint 130, you will get this result. And so on, you have to calculate this column Fx. After that, we have to sum up. If you sum up all the frequency, that is denoted by n, sum up all the frequency, if you will get 8, 20, 26, 14, 10, you will get 80. Then you have to sum up other column, that is the Fx. We multiply by F multiply X. If you sum up, you will get it, this result, 10,320. Then the average time or mean, you can say, write it here, mean or average survival time, that is also denoted by X bar. According to formula, sum of all the Fx divided by sum of F or divided by N, you will get 129 days. The interpretation or comment is the same as the ungrouped data. We have to say the average or mean, you can say average or mean survival time of the critical cancer patients is 129 days. Please don't forget to write the unit. For the arithmetic mean, whether group data or ungrouped data, the unit is very important. When you write the interpretation, please mention the unit, if there is unit. For the quiz mark of the student, there is no unit. So there is no unit, but where height, weight, income in taka, maybe in dollar, where there is unit, please write unit in the interpretation column. And another thing, in statistics, you are learning not only to calculation, but also interpretation is the most important part in statistical analysis. Please, after every calculation, please write the comment or interpretation, whether it is mentioning the question or not. Because for higher education, for higher analysis, the interpretation is the most important one. Calculation can be done by computer program, R program, SPSS, Excel, or your calculator can do. Now a lot of good calculator. So main important thing, interpretation. That cannot be done by computer or other thing. That should be done by human being. So interpretation, please make your interpretation. Now, there is the other measure of central tendency, that is the median. This is the, as I told, also another type of central tendency or location. What is median? Median is very useful average of central tendency. Median means middle value, midpoint of a data set. Median divides the whole data into two equal parts. Did you get it? That median took the midpoint of the data set. So when you calculate the median, you will get some value, single value. The median point will be, that point, that 50% or half of the data are below the median point, or 50% or half of the data points will be above the median point. So median is such a value that divides the data into two equal parts, 50% below data below the median point, or 50% data above the median point. So this is the median. And one important thing to find the middle point or median, first of all, we have to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. That is from smallest to the biggest or biggest to the smallest. Please, when you have to calculate the median, don't forget to arrange the data in ascending or descending order, better in ascending order. Let us see how can we calculate the median for the ungrouped data. Same thing, ungrouped data means there is no tabulation from, no frequency, only the data, raw data we are first time collecting the data. So we can calculate median for the odd number of data. Number of data means 5, 7, or you can calculate the median for the even number of data. So let us see the both example for odd and even number. So this is the number of cards owned by the individual. Somebody have 1 card, somebody have no card, somebody 3 cards, somebody 4 cards, somebody 5 cards. So how many individuals there? There are 5 individuals. So odd number of data. So as I told, before going to calculate median, first of all, we have to arrange the data in ascending order. So smallest to the biggest, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So after collecting data, see, first one is 0, second one is 1, third one is 2, fourth one is 3, fifth one is 5. So here, medial number is 2. So median will be this medial 1. So we got the median 2 cards. So comment, as I told, half or 50% of the individual have less than 2 cards, or half of the individual or 50% of the individual have more than 2 cards. So as I told, median divide data into two equal parts. So 50% of the individual have 2 cards, less than 2 cards, or 50% individual have more than 2 cards. So this is the interpretation of the median. Please, again I repeating, when you are doing the calculation, please don't forget to write your comment or interpretation or your conclusion. This is a very important part in statistical analysis. Every people, when you check your result or your thesis paper or your analysis, they will see your analysis, your power of interpretation. So this is very important to write the interpretation for the statistical values or calculation. Now let us see how can you calculate for the even number of data. So here are the quiz mark of the 6 students out of 20. So 6 is the even number. The quiz markers 11, 20, 15, 14, again 11, again 10. So there are how many data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As I told, first of all, ascending order. If you do the ascending order, so you will get 6 quiz marks of the student. So here is 3 quiz mark, here is 3 quiz mark. How can you find the middle point? So middle point will be between these 2. There's 2 middle points. So what can I do? We have to take the average. So 11 plus 14 divided by 2. If there is a 8 values, we have to take the 2, maybe 4 or 5th value. Then just add up and divide by 2. So average mark we got 12.5. So this is the middle point. 3 values. If you see, if you put the value 12.4 here, you will get, see, if you put the 3.4 value, if I let us see, let us check it. How can you do it? So let us check 2.4 value here. So let us see what happened. 12.5. So you see, if 12.5 put a middle the up to value, let us take another one. What can we see? 3 data, 10, 11, 11 is less than 12.5, or 3 data, 14, 15, and 20, more than 12.5. So 50% of the student quiz mark is less than 25, that is 3 students, or 50% of the student quiz mark, that is also 3 students, is more than 12.5. So this is the way to calculate median for the ungrouped data. And the common group data or ungrouped data is same.